Today, I would like to talk about something that isn't spoken of very often by me. The fact that humanity is splitting apart. And this isn't just a metaphor. Humanity truly is splitting into two different species. So, in this video, I'm going to give you 3 questions to use as a diagnostic to determine which evolutionary path your nervous system is currently on. Now, this is not a test that you can pass or fail. It is simply a way for you to gauge and to know where you are. So I want you to be honest with yourself, because your honest and unfiltered answers will help you to understand which side of um, humanity you are currently standing on. And if you don't like the answer, you can always change that. There's free will. So again, this is not to judge anyone. And it's not like a personality quiz. It truly is a diagnostic. This isn't about the future. It's about your biology right now. So, question 1, the news test. The next time you scroll through negative, fear-based headlines, say a political scandal, or an economic crisis even, or maybe it's a looming disaster, I want you to ask yourself, really pay attention to what your very first unfiltered answer is to that. I want you to be brutally, lovingly honest with what your immediate thought, your immediate opinion or feeling is on that. Is it a surge of hot emotion, fear, anger, outrage, a desire to find someone to blame? Or is it a feeling of calm detachment, a cool curiosity about the deeper lessons here, a sense that this chaos is somehow necessary? Question 2, the sound test. Find the quietest room in your house late at night, like turn everything completely off. Close your eyes and simply listen. What do you hear in absolute silence? Do you hear nothing? A perfect void of silence? Or are you perceiving this faint, persistent, high-pitched hum or ringing in your ears? Not the kind of ringing that's from tinnitus, but a clean, pure tone. A signal that seems to be coming from inside of your own head. Question 3, the empathy test. When someone you care about is in deep emotional pain, um, like what do you feel? Do you feel sympathetic? Do you feel that sad feeling for them? A sense of pity from a safe distance? Or do you now feel a raw, unfiltered empathy? An empathy that literally feels a portion of their emotional state within your own body, as if your own nervous system has become a psychic antenna. Is your answers, if your answers were predominantly of the second option for each of those 3 questions, then you are not going crazy. And you're not going to want to miss the rest of this video for sure. You're not imagining things. You're experiencing what's known as the early stage symptoms of profound biological and conscious upgrade in the evolution. You're the group that is evolving. And yeah, you're hearing me right. If you predominantly answered to the first part rather than the latter on those three questions, then you are currently of the humans that are not evolving. That doesn't mean that you can't change that. It just means that's where you're at right now. Decades ago, I was shown that this was going to happen. This is the coming of the new fifth root race that the indigenous people spoke of, and even Edgar Cayce. Modern science is just now beginning to grapple with that type of language. They tend to point to unexplained shifts in human DNA and brain activity. And this isn't a metaphor. Humanity truly is splitting. Not by wealth or race, not by creed, but by frequency. And the choice of which path to take is happening inside of that quiet battlefield of your own nervous system every single day. I feel like it needs to be brought to your attention. Those who are evolving need to understand that others around you that you love and you care for aren't. And you can't change that. And those of you who aren't, you're the only one that can. Now, to understand this great separation, I think first we need to understand the catalyst behind it. Because this isn't a political event, and it's not a technological revolution. This is a cosmic event. So imagine the Earth and our entire solar system as a ship sailing through this vast ocean of the galaxy. For the past several thousand years, our ship has been sailing through a quieter, not as dark, calmer region of space. And now we are entering a region known by the ancients that Einstein spoke of as the dark rift of the Milky Way, and even that our modern science is just now really beginning to detect and have sent probes out to try to collect the dark matter, to study it, to understand it better. This region of space, it's denser, it's more luminous, and it's humming. It has a much higher frequency of electromagnetic energy. And this is why Einstein said that it will force merge the right and left hemisphere of your brain. And yes, everyone gets upgraded. But if everyone isn't vibrating at the same level, many will suffer from their upgrade and likely not fare too well unless they choose to raise their vibration. And I truly am trying to reach and speak to both sides of humanity right now, because I do care very deeply about where we're all going and how well we fare getting there. I believe Edgar Cayce even described this in his readings. But this is us moving into a new vibratory experience. And Dolores Cannon definitely spoke of it as she spoke of the new earth and the new mansion. But even physicists like Nassim Haramein have described it as passing through a different density of the vacuum. So the name or label you put on it really doesn't matter. The effect of it is what matters. And the earth itself is currently absorbing this, all of this new energy. Its fundamental frequency, its planetary heartbeat that many know as the Schumann resonance, it's accelerating. For millennia, it's held really steady at around 7.83 hertz. But now we are seeing spikes like never before. 100, 200 hertz, and even beyond. Higher than the charts are even allowing for. Our planet is quite literally retuning itself. It's an upgrade in its own operating system. And as we, the children living upon her surface, are also being forced to upgrade with her. And this is a great filter. This is the mechanism of the split. The rising frequency of the planet is acting as a universal biological stress test. It's creating this purification fork in the road of humanity. And it's creating two profoundly different human experiences that I'm sure you're becoming aware of at this point. Two emergent species. Which explains a lot of what you're seeing playing out right now. The first path is the path of resistance. Humans whose biological systems are still really strongly calibrated to the old, slower frequency of the earth. So, for understanding better, let's just call them baseline Homo sapiens, the wise man. The nervous system of the wise man is a vintage electric or vintage wiring in an old house. It's only designed to handle a certain limited amount of voltage. For thousands of years, this was perfectly adequate. But now, the Cosmic Power Company is sending a massive surge of new energy into those lines, and the frequency is higher. The voltage is stronger. So what happens to that old house? The wires begin to hum, buzz, light bulbs start flickering erratically, fuses blow, the entire system becomes overloaded, stressed, dangerously unstable, could even cause the house to burn down. This is the internal experience of the vast portion of humanity right now. I won't say vast, but it's still a large amount. The rising planetary frequency is not perceived by their system as an upgrade. It's perceived as an attack, an invisible, relentless source of stress. The system overload manifests in several very distinctive ways. First, emotionally and mentally. That unfiltered energy, that surge, it amplifies in their egoic mind fear. The results of that are an epidemic of anxiety, panic disorders, depression, anger, uncontrollable rage, and we see that exploding across all of our societies currently. People are feeling a constant low-grade sense of emergency, but they really can't identify the source. So they're lashing out. They project it outwards. They blame politicians. They blame the economy. Maybe they even blame their neighbors. They're desperately trying to fix the flickering light bulbs without realizing the problem is the voltage itself. And then second of all is physically. The overloaded nervous system, it remains in this perpetual state of fight or flight. This floods the body with stress. Those hormones that we call cortisols and adrenaline. The long-term effects of that are devastating. Chronic inflammation, autoimmune disorders, digestive issues, chronic fatigue, serious heart problems. Your body is literally shaking itself apart from the inside out, trying to understand how to cope with an energy that it was not designed to handle. And then third, behaviorally, you have this overloaded system that seeks to numb all of that. It craves low frequency. To them, that is their grounding experience that allows them to escape from this overwhelming buzz. And this explains the explosion of addictions in all of their forms. Substance abuse, compulsive eating disorders, compulsions of eating dense processed food in an overabundance, addiction to pornography. It's true. And maybe even the most pervasively is the addiction to the digital pacifier, if you will, of social media and endless entertainment, keeping their mind constantly busy, void of real thoughts. They're trying to turn down the volume of the hum to escape from the rising vibration. And for me, the tragedy of Homo sapiens. Let me think about how to word that exactly. They're trying to solve a frequency problem with a material solution, if that makes sense. You know, they'll seek a pill to take for their anxiety rather than trying to ground and focus on their breath to calm themselves. Or they'll look to a political party for their anger, which just acts as a distraction for their emptiness. But these are just attempts to patch the failing hardware. They're not addressing the true software issue, the consciousness, that's totally and completely refusing to upgrade. And so their system remains in a state of overload. Their experience of reality becomes one that is ever increasing in chaos and fear and even decay. They are, through no real fault of their own, choosing the path of the old, dying world. So, okay, now let us look at the other side of the bifurcation. There is an ever-growing portion of the population that is having a completely different experience. Completely different. And for them, this incoming cosmic energy, they don't see it as an attack. Even if it's hard to navigate through sometimes. They see it as an activation. An opportunity. Their biological and energetic systems are not resisting the new voltage. They're embracing it. They're riding the waves. They're adapting to it. They are upgrading. Their DNA, much of which science has dismissed as junk DNA, is now beginning to switch on new sequences and become activated again. I like to call this new human Homo luminous, the light-filled man. I think it has a nice ring to it. Their nervous systems are developing the capacity to handle and process all of this new higher frequency of light and information that's coming in. So as I said, we're going to call them Homo luminous, the light-filled man. Because whether you already deemed yourself a light worker or not, all of the people that are on that path of humanity's evolution are becoming light beings, light workers. And yeah, that makes me smile. Because this is our fifth root race that I foresaw, that I've known my whole life was coming in our lifetime, that others have referred to as the age of Aquarius or the golden age. This is the new human that so many spiritual traditions have prophesied. The experience of Homo luminous, it's not one of an overload, but of an awakening. An awakening that I foretold, and so did many others. And I'm so glad to see it finally here. Beyond words, glad, happy, grateful, so ready. But there are symptoms to that as well. They're not symptoms of sickness, but of strange, admittedly sometimes confusing or uncomfortable metamorphosis. So let's briefly revisit those 3 diagnostic questions for a moment. First, that news test, okay? That upgraded nervous system of Homo luminous has a higher degree of emotional sovereignty. When they encounter a low-frequency, fear-based stimulus, it does not automatically trigger them or get them pulled into resonance with that frequency. It literally can observe the chaos from a higher vantage point without being triggered. Pretty good. It sees the political theater not as a terrifying reality, but as the death throes of an old, crumbling paradigm system that's necessary to fall away. For them, it's clarity. It's the ability to hold a frequency of peace in the middle of the storm. Okay, second, the sound test. That high-pitched ringing that's in your ears that a lot of people experience, not tinnitus. But many sources will tell you that it's your own nervous system literally vibrating at a new, higher rate. Because you're beginning to hear the hum of your own upgraded biology. You're hearing the sound of light being processed through your cells. It's the dial-up tone of your connection to a higher dimensional reality. You could liken it to going from dial-up to 5G. And third is that empathy test. Remember? So that crystalline structure of your upgrade in your DNA and your nervous system of Homo sapien is what is creating Homo luminous, the natural empath. They are no longer isolated individuals. They're becoming nodes or beacons in a planetary consciousness network. They feel the collective pain. And they're feeling it because they're wired into the collective. They're plugged into the Ethernet. Sometimes this can be overwhelming, especially at first. And for some, it may even seem like a curse. But once it's mastered, it becomes your superpower. The ability to read the energetic field, to communicate beyond words with other people. Know truth and bullshit when you hear it. That becomes a really powerful agent of discernment and healing simply by holding this coherent frequency. This upgrade, it manifests in other ways as well. It can be a sudden rejection of the old ways of being. Corporate job that once was tolerable and now feels soul-crushing. Relationships based on superficiality or codependency completely dissolve. There's a deep instinctual craving for authenticity and purpose and truth. There's also this profound dietary change that occurs where you're wanting more of the higher frequency nutritions rather than the low density foods, the processed foods. The body literally begins to reject those dense, heavier foods. Some people wish that they didn't even have to eat at all because they literally crave those light, clean, living foods. Now, I'm not saying that means you have to become a vegan, but most definitely, many people in this upgrade have chosen that path. And it doesn't mean that if you haven't, that you're not upgrading. We can hold space and be respectful of everyone's choices. This isn't a one-shoe-fits-all. But we're choosing healthier, cleaner foods. We're caring about whether we're getting mass-marketed slaughterhouse meats versus homegrown, farm-based local foods. It all matters. Eating meat is not a problem, in my opinion. It's not an unhealthy thing, unless you're consuming meat from an animal that was abused, neglected, or that fear was instilled in them at the moment of death. And even the Native Americans believed that. My grandfather taught me that. This is why they would always ambush from behind to take out the buffalo or the deer, so that they didn't feel fear in their last moments. They respected life and death. And they also respected very much what they put into their bodies. They didn't want the energy of that fear put in them. You are what you eat. Literally. The vibration transfers. So people choose cleaner foods, healthier foods, more thoughtful foods, regardless of whether you're vegan, vegetarian, or a meat eater. What's that called? Carnivore. That will support the new biological transformations that you are undergoing and have been undergoing, likely for some time, some of you. And perhaps most importantly is the rewiring of the brain itself. That one's really huge. A shift away from dominance of the left brain's linear, logical processing, an awakening of the right brain, the holistic, intuitive, creative capacities. Homo luminous literally begins to think in terms of energy, frequency, and pattern, which is what Tesla means by if you understand 3, 6, and 9, you understand the universe. And not just in terms of material cause and effect either. No, they are really on this path of a true upgrade. That caterpillar becoming the butterfly. And it's not always easy. Sometimes it's confusing, and often it's isolating. It can literally feel like being that caterpillar inside of the chrysalis, alone, while your old world is dissolving into the goo, before your new form has fully emerged. But it's the path of creation, the path of a new earth, a new way of living, a new way of being, a new way of existing together. So we have two paths. Homo sapien, the wise man, and Homo luminous, the light man being, two emergent species in one overlapping, locked in system overload that's there on the one hand. And on the other hand, those who are undergoing a literal biological upgrade. Now, you might be wondering what causes someone to take either path. Is it genetics? Is it destiny? Well, Flores Cannon, Edgar Casey, Nassim Haramein, many of them have an opinion on it, as do I. I think we find it within the deep logic of the universe itself. And the answer is going to be far simpler and far more profound. It's not predetermined. Because even people who volunteered to come here to help raise this vibration could very well decide not to be on that mission any further. And some could view that as failing, while others can view that as deciding to sit this one out. It's a choice. We all have a choice. And it's not a choice that you just make one time. It's a choice that you're literally making in every single moment of every single day. And all of the little votes for each side are being tallied and calculated. Whichever the primary mechanism shows is the algorithm or data that leans to one side or the other is where your choice points are tallying the most, if that makes sense. It's the great separator of the worlds, this interesting system that's built within all of us that can tally the votes. It's within us, and it's all around us. Some refer to it as the universe itself. Some call it the motherboard, the mainframe, the Akashic records, the bards, the record keepers. But you contribute to that library, that data file, in every moment of every day for your own individual vote. Imagine the human consciousness as a vast ocean. The rising frequency of the planet is like the sun, warming the ocean, wanting to raise its overall vibration or temperature. But the systems of the old world have constructed this giant refrigerator, or a giant refrigerator lid that they've set down over top of the ocean to block the sun. This lid, it's like a machine that's designed for one purpose and one purpose only: to generate and to broadcast in a constant, overwhelming frequency of fear, division, powerlessness. This machine is our modern media in all of its forms. It's crucial to understand this, not as a conspiracy theory, not at all, but as a true system analysis. A fear-based media system is simply a fantastically profitable business model that's in the business of low-frequency paradigms. Fear is the most addictive emotion, the hardest one to break, the hardest one to control, the hardest one to overcome. But it is possible. It hijacks your amygdala, completely bypassing the rational thought, and it literally keeps their audience engulfed in the screen and what the next threat may be or the next outrage. The 24-hour news cycle is a carefully engineered algorithm of social media that prioritize divisive and emotionally charged content. The relentless marketing that tells you that you are not enough, that you are lacking, that you need something outside of yourself to be happy, fulfilled, more. All of this creates a dense, powerful, low frequency smog, a psychic static, if you will. And this static is the great separator. For Homo sapiens, whose nervous system is already in a state of overload, this smog is literally poison. It validates their fear. It amplifies their anger. It deepens their sense of hopelessness. It literally keeps them locked into this fight or flight response. Their biology stuck in a loop of stress and decay. The fog feels like reality to them. They breathe it in deeply, further solidifying their place on the timeline of the old world. For Homo luminous, this smog is a profound irritant. It feels abrasive, illogical, deeply untrue, because their upgraded nervous system can protect them from the manipulation behind the message, and they feel it. They feel the energetic intent behind words. They're reading the energy. It's almost as if they have an allergic reaction to the frequency of fear and anger and hopelessness. This is why so many of the higher vibrating frequency individuals can no longer watch the news. And that's not a political statement. It's a biological necessity. Their system is literally rejecting the low frequency input. Just like a healthy body will reject spoiling food. So here's the choice, presented to us 1,000 times a day. Where do you place your attention? Your attention is the most valuable currency in the universe. Is it focusing on your creative power, your soul growth? Wherever you place your energy, does it create? Does it transmute? Or do you feed off of the news media and allow that into your reality? Every time you choose to engage with a fear-based news story, to argue with a stranger online, to indulge in outrage, you're casting a vote. And I'm not saying ignore it and don't make a comment at all. It's fine to stand your ground on your opinions and your beliefs or your viewpoints in a situation, but not to the point of lowering your frequency and arguing or being nasty. It's perfectly fine for two people to have a different opinion. But the higher vibrating people will see that in a respectful, compassionate way. We can agree to disagree. And if we don't, you're just feeding the machine. And you're becoming ever so apparent of who you really are and which side of the divide you're casting your vote to be on. You're choosing to anchor in the low frequency of the refrigerator lid on the ocean, keeping yourself and the collective ocean of heaviness and thick density, or of lightness and lighter density. Every time you choose to turn all that off, go for a walk in nature, sit outside, listen to uplifting music, have a deep conversation, meditate, look inward, focus on what you're grateful for, you're casting a different vote. You're aligning yourself with the sun. You're allowing the new, higher frequencies to penetrate your being and upgrade your system. So this is a great separation. It's a war of attention, a war of frequency. And you're the soldier on the front line. I've seen this with perfect clarity. Forces rising to materialize all thought, to convince us that the drama of the material world is the only reality. And I've always known that this would be the final test. The test to see who would remember that we are not the characters in the play. We are the authors of the story. So this brings us to the most important part of this transmission. The practical part. The how. If you recognize yourself in the description of Homo luminous, if you feel the calling to consciously participate in your own evolution, then you need a protocol, a clear, actionable system to accelerate your upgrade and solidify your place on the new timeline of the new Earth. This is not a system of belief. It's a system of biological and energetic hygiene. A training manual, if you will, for the new human. An information diet. It consists of 3 foundational pillars. The first pillar is the most direct. You have to stop feeding the beast. You are what you consume. And that applies more to information than it does to food. So for the next 30 days, I would like to challenge you to go on a radical information diet. This means no mainstream news, none. If something is truly important, you're going to hear about it. You do not need the constant IV drip of fear and outrage, and that includes all of your mindless scrolling through Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, whatever. Curate your social media with ruthless precision. Unfollow every single account, every person, every single group that is more often than not sending you vibrations that create fear, anger, or feelings of being diminished by others. Your feed should be a source of inspiration, learning, a genuine connection, not a source of psychic poison. So stop engaging in the pointless arguments. When you argue, you're lowering your vibration to match that person. We don't want to do that. We even have old sayings about don't stoop to their level. Same thing. Don't allow them to set your energetic thermostat. The most powerful response is to just disengage. Send them peace and remove your energy from the conflict. Your attention is sacred, truly. It's the currency that you use to vote for your reality and to co-create ours. So stop spending it on a world that does not wish to have us even in it. Starve the old system out. Move your focus. And it will begin to starve itself in your own reality. The second pillar is about preparing your body to handle this new voltage. Your body is the antenna. It is full of static and poorly grounded. You cannot receive all of this new broadcast clearly with that static. You need to tune your frequency in to a clear channel. So you have to consciously tune your biological instrument. And this is going to involve 3 core practices. The first one is to learn how to embrace silence, because your nervous system is recalibrating. And so it needs downtime. So commit to at least 10 minutes of absolute silence every single day. No music, no podcast, no phone. Just sit. Just be. And I'm not talking about trying to achieve some ascension of a mystical state, but truly allowing your system to reboot, to process the energetic upgrades that it's receiving daily. Silence is the forgotten nutrient of the soul. Second thing, connect to the earth. Get grounded. Whether you're sitting on the earth, standing on the earth, barefoot or not, but barefoot is better. The earth itself is the source of the new frequency. So you need to connect to it physically in order to acclimate completely. Go sit and get your system upgrade the right way. If you can, practice grounding. Walking barefoot on the grass is like the best, or dirt or sand, you know, for at least 15 minutes a day. At least 15 minutes. Because the Earth's surface has this natural negative charge, which discharges all of that static electricity and that inflammation that builds up in our bodies from living in this very electrified world. And this is the fastest way to stabilize your energy field and calm an overloaded system. Third thing, hydrate with consciousness. Your body is over 70% water, and water is a liquid of crystal, programmable with frequency. Before you drink a glass of water, hold it in your hand. Take a nice deep breath and feel a true state of gratitude. Intend that this water will cleanse, hydrate, and upgrade every cell in your body. This very simple act turns a mundane task into a powerful ritual of recalibration. These are not luxuries. In this time of transition, the biological necessities are emerging for the new human. The final pillar is more joyfulness. Evolution does not happen overnight. And it doesn't happen to just one person. It happens within ecosystems. The old world keeps us separated and feeling alone. The new earth is built on coherence and collectiveness. So you must find the others. Seek out conversations, friendships, communities, groups that energize you rather than drain you, that support you rather than drag you down, uplift you. Check in and really notice how you feel when you interact with someone. And be honest. Do you feel uplifted, inspired, or more like yourself? Or do you feel depleted and heavy and exhausted? Your energetic state is your new compass for relationships. Actively seek out your soul family. Those are going to be the other people who are also awakening. They are the ones that have the deep, authentic conversations with you. They are the ones who don't think you're crazy when you talk about frequency, consciousness, or your own experiences or opinions of it. When you connect with these other people, these other nodes in the network, your evolution actually accelerates exponentially. You create a resonance field together. You amplify each other's signature and expression. You form a coherent island and islands, pockets of the new earth. This is how the new world is built. Not through protest or fighting or the earth splitting in two, but by consciousness and connection. By finding others and creating a reality that is so beautiful and so coherent and so joyful that the old world simply fades into irrelevance. This separation, it's not judgment, and it's not a punishment. It's a choice. It's the universe itself holding up a mirror to each and every one of us and asking one simple question. Do you want to remain the character that's in the old fear-based story, playing by its rules, limited by all of its beliefs? Or do you want to become a co-creator of the new story, the story of infinite potential and true freedom, written in the language of light and frequency? You do not have to wait for the world to change. You are the change. You are the upgrade. You are the world. Your choice. Your choices are being made and remade in every moment, sending powerful signals into the quantum field. Signals that build the bridge to the reality that your soul came here to experience. So make your choice. Declare your evolution. And I would love to hear your comments below. Your declarations of intent, a command to every cell in your body to activate, an activation of dormant DNA, waiting to amaze you. Let that space in the comments section become your testament to the evolution that's happening right now on planet Earth, all across the globe. A gathering of Homo luminescence. Because the split is happening. And the choice is yours. Welcome to your evolution. Welcome to the new Earth and the new you. I'm so excited for our present and our future. Blessings of love and light. Truly.